Okay, hello everyone. All right, it looks like we're on. Okay. So. Okay, hello everyone. Yep. All right, we're good. All right, 皆さん、こんばんは。私はマッシュ日本です。今日、一緒に会話をします。So, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Where to begin? I'm finishing up this shiboritate. It's getting a little old now. If you recall, I told you once before that Nihonshu once opened should really be consumed within the first month, and this is going on a month and a half. So, but it's still good. In a way, it's brought out the melon a bit more, but anyway. First things first. In the last live stream I did, things weren't exactly going great. There was a lot of uncertainty and a lot of stress, and to be honest, things still aren't great, especially with our good friend Corona, SARS-CoV-2, that wonderful little germ. But so my intention had always been to go to school here for 4 years, and there's been a lot of difficulty, which I talked a little about in the last live stream. Now, as a result of COVID-19, the schools have been drastically affected. If you want to enter a university here in Japan, you have to pass something called the EJU, which is more or less a university equivalency test of some sort. And of course, you have to have a high score on the JLPT, or the Japanese Language Proficiency Test. Because of Corona, the EJU was outright canceled. It's gone. And the JLPT has been postponed. There are some alternative tests being put out there, but really it's just sort of left everything in an interesting state of limbo. Nobody's really certain about what's going to happen now, not even the school. And of course, a lot of people have taken economic hits, and universities are expensive in Japan, or they can be anyway. So at the end of the day, I don't know what my chances are to enter university, and even if I do have some, I don't think I have enough money now. And that's coming from someone who's making more money than other people, courtesy of, a comprehensive teaching background. So I'm not bitter. I don't want to be stressed or nervous about anything that I don't know about, to be honest. There's no point in getting worked up when I really don't know what the outcome's going to be, for sure. However, I have decided that my focus probably should be on trying to get a full-time working contract at the end of this year. Even though I don't technically have all of the requirements for it, I have a lot of experience and extra qualifications. So there seems to maybe be a 50-50 chance of getting the visa if I get the full-time job offer. So we'll see. But that's still roughly 8 months from now, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. On the plus side, now I'm in my own apartment, which I had the last time, but I've gotten used to it, made it a little more homey, cozy. And I've started to finally make some connections, I think. It's been a little tricky. In fact, just recently I got banned from a bar that I'm still not sure why. There was no fights, there was no drunken rampages or anything really bad. A slightly awkward night with some flirting involved, but nothing serious. But it turns out that I'm not the only one to have been banned from that bar. In fact, it seems like many people here in Fukuoka have been banned from that bar. So, I'm getting a message about problems with bitrate. That's interesting. First time I've seen it. So, I actually went to another bar, and I seem to have a good rapport with the owner there. It seems like a good place, and in fact, we're planning on doing some events. Nothing major, just maybe once a month, like a sci-fi movie night or something. A chance to get together with some people that have similar interests and just enjoy conversation and drink. That's on those rare occasions when I have time, which is actually one of the things that I have an announcement regarding. Because at the end of the day, now that school has started up again, it's been going on for about 3 weeks now, the level of time I have to do things I would like to do is almost non-existent. I've mentioned it before, the average day for me is waking up, getting some things done, maybe some cleaning, preparing my dinner and lunch. I've decided to prepare dinner in advance and take it with me so I can eat it at work, because otherwise I just wind up feeling really hungry throughout work, because my class starts at 1:30 in the afternoon, finishes at 5:40 in the evening, and then straight after that I have to rush to work, and then I work until 10 o'clock at night. And it takes about 30 minutes to get from work to my home. So I usually get home around 10:30. And if I have any downtime in between things, like in between classes or something like that, I try to get some of my homework done. But a lot of the time I wind up having to finish up my homework at home or in the morning before school, which ultimately leaves me on the average day with little more than 2 or 3 hours to do anything else that I need to do. And that includes shopping, cleaning, or just trying to kick back and watch a movie and enjoy myself. Because on average, it depends on the number of assignments they give us, but homework can be anywhere between 2 to sometimes 4 hours. Usually it's not 4 hours. That's a rare exception, but it does happen. And it makes trying to do other things stressful, including making these Nihonshu videos, which I do love doing, but I have to carefully manage my time and I have to budget my time. And I've been in a situation where between school, between homework, between 2 jobs, one job that seems to want to keep treating me as if I'm a full-time employee and assigning extra work that I'm not specifically involved in. Like, I have to go through these mandatory training sessions that involve me practicing classes that I don't really teach, but it takes up time. So, and I mean, I guess that's all well and good. I mean, they're paying me well. I'm not going to complain too much. It just makes it difficult to juggle that much. So at some point I have to figure out, where can I lose something? Like, what are the little things I can cut out without going into stress overdrive? Because in many ways I've been on a razor's edge of stress. It doesn't, most of the time I'm okay. Like right now I'm okay, but if there's any kind of even a small emergency, it can suddenly seem very, very stressful. Even if it's not a major emergency, it's just that extra little bit that pushes you over the edge, which is not fun. So I've been trying to come up with some workarounds, and I also scheduled a little bit of paid holiday time, which I very badly needed. So hopefully I'll be able to get some breathing room and restructure things. But I think that leads me to my first announcement. So I have decided that this next week's Nihonshu review is going to be another live stream. It doesn't look as nice. But I don't have to edit it, so it takes up less time and I can have a little more breathing room. And after that, I'm going to be taking 2 weeks off from my Nihonshu reviews. You will still be getting new content. I've actually already shot a couple of videos, and I have an interview scheduled for next Sunday. And so I will be filming that, and I will be editing them together. So you will be getting new content. I'll be taking a short vacation from the Nihonshu reviews. The series is not canceled by any means. It's just a combination of I need a little more breathing room, and I've got a couple of events coming up that I need to prepare for. And as a result, I will just need a little time. De-stress, get some of this off. But it would also give me a chance to better map out some ideas for the channel. I've got a bit of structure that I'm going to be working on. But so don't worry. You'll still be getting reviews and Nihonshu and all kinds of fun stuff. In fact, I mentioned yesterday that I had just shot a video with a friend where we went through a series of Nihonshus to try to determine which one best matched a hamburger. And we found one that really worked. It's going to take me a little time to edit that, but hopefully I should have that up for you guys in a couple of weeks. We'll see. Let's see. I think that covers it for the announcements, aside from the uncertainty as to what's going to happen next year. But I'm going to be doing what I can to make sure it works out. So I guess mostly things are doing all right. We're in the rainy season here. I'm looking forward to the 4th of July, which is one of the days I've taken off. I'll have a couple of friends coming over and make some hamburgers and try to have a little bit of fun. And aside from that, there's nothing major that I'm willing to announce yet. A couple of things that may be happening that could be big, but until it happens, I'm not willing to really state anything yet because I don't know. So I guess at this point, if any of my viewers have any questions, go ahead and ask them and I will answer them. In the meantime, I'll give you a couple more small updates, but just go ahead and type up your questions if you have them and I'll answer them. And if not, after I finish, I'll end the stream. So let's see. So I don't think I fully announced it, but my plan for the channel from here on out has been, in the first week, I will be reviewing any Nihonshu of my choice and pairing it with traditional Japanese food. The second week, I will allow the foreigners that view my channel to vote for one of two Nihonshus. And I will choose the food I will choose a Western food to match it. The third week is the Japanese vote, again with Western food. And then the fourth week is the live stream with a special guest, usually a foreigner. There are a lot of Japanese YouTube channels that focus on Nihonshu, and there's a lot of tradition around Nihonshu, but foreigners seem to, in my experience, think of Nihonshu in a very simplistic way. They tend to think of it being served hot and served with sushi or sashimi. And my personal goal is to try to get more foreigners interested in Nihonshu, to try to convince Westerners, well, not just Westerners, but foreigners from any country, to think of Nihonshu as something that they can match with their own country's cuisine. Nihonshu can go with curry, it can go with barbecue, it can go with pretty much anything. You just have to find the right Nihonshu to match it with. And there's a lot of them out there. So, in fact, I had a Nihonshu that naturally had a very smoky flavor. And I'm inclined to think that if I paired it with something sweet, the effects would be interesting. So to that end, I've decided to shift my focus to more Western food, Western cuisine. And then, of course, at the end of every week, a Westerner, usually, preferably, a first-timer or someone who doesn't have a lot of experience with Nihonshu. So that you can kind of see a raw, fresh reaction. So that's my general plan, and then maybe once or twice a month I'll try to film a special video. If I can, I would like to go to some sakugoras. But yeah, so there's that particular announcement. Aside from that, I am unfortunately drawing a blank. So I have yet to see anyone type any questions, but it's okay. If anyone has any questions and they watch this live stream later, you can type it in the comments and I'll answer them then. I do have one last announcement. So my channel, as of right now, has 264 subscribers. So I would really like to get to 300 subscribers by the end of the month, or by the end of this next month. Sorry, this month is already pretty much over. So if I can get, if I can get up to 300 subscribers, I will film a special video of the subscriber's choice. I'll give a list of options on different things I can do, and you guys can choose for it. It'll be all kinds of silly things. I'll accept any suggestions. But aside from that, I guess that wraps it up. So again, if you have any ideas for anything you would like, anything crazy you would like to see me do, provided I get to 300 subscribers by the end of the next month, I will choose one of the suggestions and go through with it. So encourage your friends to watch my channel. And also, if you have any feedback, I really would appreciate it. I know I'm still a beginner, but I do feel like I've been improving over time. So I would appreciate your thoughts and suggestions. Aside from that, until next time, everyone, please be safe and remember to go beyond the horizon. And I'll see you the next time. Take care, everyone.